Hello YouTube, welcome back. It's time for some Cryptbeards. No number this time. I've just decided to give it just a generic Cryptbeard. That's all it needs really. We only started it on a whim during the holidays. I wasn't intending to play any Dwarf Fortress. Sergeant Indy very kindly bought me a copy of Disco Elysium, which is really good, but as soon as I put it on the list of things to play next to Dwarf Fortress, the viewership just went, "Oh, so you expect us to watch something else?" No. Which is unfair for me to say. They did actually watch, which is very gratifying. But it seems that the thirst for Dwarf Fortress is absolutely bottomless online. So why not try and fill that bottom? Okay, maybe not. Not the greatest. Those of you on YouTube, I've already shown this to the liveys, but check this shit out. Not that shit, that's rubbish. Check this shit out. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Now Dwarf Therapist smoothly slides in with a snazzy animation. Very nice. Firehawk's in chat, by the way. We've got one viewer at the moment, so it's all good. Maybe you on the internet on YouTube will make it 2, maybe even 3, who knows, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Those are giddy numbers for a fella like me online. Anyway, where were we? We were going to go and do some Dwarf Fortressing, weren't we? And the aim for tonight, which I feel we might get further on than I have done with other aims, is to get acquainted with DF Hack. See what we can achieve. But before we can do that, I need to remind myself of what the fortress is like and probably put on a bit of the old Simon Swirler, right? Bit of the old Swirler. There we go. Not too loud, just a little bit in the background. Just a musical bed for us all to enjoy. And if I pop that out of the way, there we go. So, in the fortress, what have we got? Well, this is a nice little entryway that we've dug. I think I was going to put some kind of fortification here to allow archers to fire through, like I've ever had archers. We were going to put some kind of pit trap in here, I think, prior to the trading depot, and then trap the corridor to shit. If I remember rightly, we were going for a glass-based theme. Of course, I just remembered YouTubers won't have any idea what I'm talking about because I didn't record the first episode of this. I just did it on a whim. So that one's lost forever, by the way, on Twitch, so don't go looking for it. I mean, you might be able to find it, I don't know. Maybe you could make the whole thing a highlight if you wanted to keep it on Twitch forever, but I don't know how that works, and I can't be bothered to look into it. Anyway, there's our little entryway. There's a little dormitory cum barracks. Dormitory? And this is a little storeroom we made to get everything inside. We've got a bit of everything in terms of stockpiles in there. I've got myself a Craft Dwarf workshop, I think. What's this one here? A wood furnace. Oh, yes, a wood burner had a mood. Turned out he only wanted a Craft Dwarf workshop, but never mind. We've got a carpenter here making some spiked wooden balls for trade, because I think our food situation isn't fantastic. We've got a mason's workshop here, and then this little corridor, I believe, leads up to a farm. Very good. That's only making plump helmets and a few other bits and bobs seasonally. But that's okay. As long as we get things set right, we'll be able to brew stuff out of them and make food. This is our dining hall / office space. This large area here is a nice extendable area that we can use for a very snazzy fine dining area. This here would be the the nesting box area, which I need to change because there's a DF Hack auto nest box thing that I want to try, but we'll come to that in a bit. Here's a miasma baffle with a butcher and a tanner's at the end. Got a food stockpile here. This is intending to be for cooked food. This is intending to be for ingredients. I'll probably put another one in down here or something for booze or whatever. And these are all offices. These are offices. Some of them have been assigned. I think one of them hasn't been assigned yet, but we'll look into that at a later date. As we delve deeper into the fortress, we discover a little corridor coming down here. What's this? Ah, yes. This is going to be, in the near future, my magma-powered glass making operation, because we're going to be all about glass with this one. I'm going to put windows in, I'm going to have a spire of glass, I'm going to have serrated spinning discs of glass in my traps. Mwah. It's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be lovely. Nighty night, Firehawk, you sleep tight. Where were we? Ah yes, looking down here. Now we've got a little sandy bit down here. I was going to break out into the exterior, onto the desert biome, and I was going to gather sand out there in an enclosed building. However, or maybe even some kind of glass, what would it be called? Like a greenhouse? Is it a greenhouse if you're not growing things in it, or is it just a glass house? Whatever. I was going to build some kind of glass area to collect sand in to protect my guys, but it looks like we've dug some up here, so maybe we won't even need to do that. Maybe this corridor will suffice for gathering sand to fill this very optimistically proportioned sand stockpile. I mean, look at the size of that thing. It's enormous. Okay, anyway, can we go further down here? Let's have a little peeky poo. No, I've only taken it down as far as the surface floors go. We haven't actually penetrated deeper than ground zero, so to speak. That's this floor here. Okay, so that's the very lowest elevation of surface. And then if we go up, we'll see that we're building up into a volcano. Let's zoom out a bit so we can actually see the whole area. There we go. Look at this. This is a magnificent volcano, isn't it? Very nice. I like it a lot. An absolutely towering spire with plenty of room at top for maybe the much desired in the past volcano temple. We've never really pulled it off properly, have we? Maybe this will be the fort. Maybe the crashes will leave us be and we'll be able to actually progress. But we'll see. Progress? Progress. However. Okay, so let's zoom in and think about what to do first. Now, previous forts have been torn to pieces by a lack of sufficient defences. And as we've got no digging going on that I noticed through there, I think rather than focusing on getting the magma flowing straight away, I think we should look at defences and get those in place and then DF hack time. Then again, maybe there are some DF hack commands that I don't know about that pertain to traps. If you know about those in chat, feel free to let me know. Of course, seeing as Firehawk's gone, there's nobody in chat. So if you're watching on YouTube, maybe leave a comment. I read them. So, you know, it's not like I get hundreds. It's like if I get 10 a year. So you're probably going to get it read. Oh. Let's put this mug down. And let's think. Now, cage traps are an obvious choice. I do like having a few cage traps because it gives you something extra. You've got the living animal or whatever. You've got its armour and stuff. It's a nice, easy system. But I do also like having good traps down that do damage because let's not forget one of the most glorious Cryptbeards moment when that elf was gelded with a hammer in a trap. Now imagine that. Let's just return to that thought again, just to get a little bit of spiritual nourishment from it. Well, that's very good. My soul tummy is absolutely full to bursting. Right, let's weapon traps or cage traps. I think I'll put an order for cages in. Let's have a look at my orders as well. There are no active work orders. Do I have a manager? Is that why I don't have any work orders? Yeah, we've got a manager. And we've got a broker and a bookkeeper. Unusually for my fortresses, all of the noble roles taken up by different dwarves, which is very good. They won't be adding extra stress to dwarves with multiple tasks. They've also got all their requirements fulfilled, which is nice. Those offices are pretty spacious. They do give them a little bit of a breathing space. Okay, so let's come back out of here. We do have a manager. Let's start putting orders through the system. JMQ. Now, one of the things I wanted to do was manage stock levels using a thing in DF Hack that I think is called Workflow. I'm going to have to look up the name of it on the documentation, but I think before I do anything with it, I need to put some orders in anyway. So I'm going to add a new order, and I'm going to say, please make me. What did I come in here for? Something from the carpenter? Cages. That was it. Yeah, cage. So wooden cages, and I would like. Oh, we might not have that much wood actually. Thinking about it. Okay, we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. I would like 9 wooden cages, please. Actually, if I want to do a full set of 9, I'll need 18 cages because I'll need replacements for when they get triggered. Start with 9, and that'll be good. I also want mechanisms, but I don't have a workshop, so I'll put the order in now, and we'll see how it goes. Mechanisms, rock mechanisms, and let's set that make 10 because it's a nice round number. Now, I'm going to come back out here. Ooh, someone's typing in chat. Hello, Fuzzy Logic. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. As you can see, it's Dwarf Fortress time. Now, I've got DF Hack up here. I'm just going to open up a browser window with the documentation in. And I'm going to scroll down a bit. It's got a contents page. What does it say? User manual, instructions overview, DF Hack core, DF Hack plugins, DF Hack scripts. Other contents. I'm pretty sure it's in plugins, jobs and fortress management. workflow. Here's the one that I wanted. So I've got to type workflow enable option. And the options are dry buckets and auto melt. I think if I just type in workflow enable, we should be okay. Let's give it a go. WORKFLOW space ENABLE. Enabling the plugin. Checking for existing job issues. Protecting one job. The plugin is enabled. Okay. Intriguing. Time to go back to not looking at that blinding white web page and come back into the game. Now, presumably, I believe I'm reliving Pharaoh, which I played a ton about 20 years ago. I've never played Pharaoh. What's the only game I've seen called Pharaoh was like a breakout Arkanoid type thing, I think, with like a shooty thing on the top of the Egyptian headdress themed bat. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm misremembering, but that's the only game of Pharaoh I'm aware of. Let's try Alt W, because that's supposed to be the thing that triggers the thingy. No? Definitely doesn't seem like that's the case. Let's press JM. Okay, I'm not seeing workflow working. So let's go back to the game here. I'm going to open up my blinding white screen again. And then we're going to have a little look down a bit further. Workflow jobs, workflow list commands, workflow count, function, constraint format. This isn't the right one, is it? I thought this was the one. Oh no! I thought this was the one where I could just press Alt W and it would let me say how much I wanted of stuff in stock. Terrible. A city building successor to Caesar. Caesar 3. Again, rings a bell, but not a game I actually ever played. Okay, so I may have enabled the wrong thing. I genuinely thought this was oh, hang on. Workflow list commands. Let's see if this gives me a little information boost. Let's go over there now. Where's dfhack? Come on, you sneaky little thing. There we go. Oh, and you can cut and paste into it. Lovely. Okay. That didn't work. Okay, list command apparently instead of list commands. And that is a long wall of tiny text. Can I expand this window? I can, but it doesn't change the size of the text. It just makes the window bigger that it sits in. Excellent news. I'm not peeking the microphone this too close, am I? Good. Constraints format. You know what? Maybe it's time to actually look a little deeper into what Dwarf Fortress has to offer already. Maybe it's already there. Maybe the treasure was the friends we made along the way. JM. Okay, so now we can make changes to these orders. So there's conditions and details. I think conditions is the number of things that you keep in stock. So ready, one-time order. This work order does not have any conditions. Okay, so we need to add item conditions. Ready to check. Restarts if completed. Conditions checked daily. No, I don't think we want that one. Satisfied for next check. So what's down the bottom? Add item condition, add item type, change inequality. Change add conditions from... Okay, this is already getting harder than I am prepared for, but we'll give it a go. Let's wade in. So... Okay. So... Okay, so looking through this, so we've got so the amount of items available is one of these conditions. So exactly at most, greater than, less than, not. Okay, so if I want to keep 10 in stock, I want to say is less than, if amount of items is less than 10. So how do I enter a number? Change number n. 10. Cool. And then restarts if there's less than 10 of them. But I've set the order to make 9. So that's going to be keeping 18 in stock at all times, I think. Maybe I should have put an order in for a single one. Let's see if this works, though. Let's see if this works. Maybe that'll give us 10 wooden cages in a stockpile, and maybe it will stay that way. It was these that I made 10 of, wasn't it? Let's build an actual mechanics workshop. That's probably going to make things easier. Should we just bung it in here for now? I know we're getting very sloppy with placement, but it's best to get things up and running, isn't it? Best to just have things ready to go. Weapon rack, statue, dirt road. Where's the mechanics workshop? It's in workshops, that's why I can't see it. Mechanics. T, there we go. And we'll just pop that here for now. Make it out a nice local firelight. And leave that. And then unpause the game. Not yet. Let's go back to the surface and think about what we're doing with our defences. Now, cage traps aren't ready yet, so maybe it's time to put a little drawbridge in. That's just as likely not to work, isn't it? I'll tell you what, let's put it anyway. Build bridge. That's a great. What's bridge? I could have sworn bridge was G. It is. Okay. Let's make it a little bit wider. There we go. Make it a little bit longer, like that. And then there we go. We can have that one. We can make it closed if we do that. Raises that way. That's right. I think that'll work. And then we just have to place it. Bosh. There we go. We'll make it out of... Ooh, we should make it out of something actually nice, shouldn't we? How much do we need? 7. We can make it out of granite. Make it out of quartzite. That might be quite nice. A little bit of quartzy sparkle on it. Andesite. Brimstone. Where did we get... Oh, we're in a volcano, of course. Duh. We can make a marble bridge. That's very fancy. Let's go for marble. Glass and marble will work well together when we finally get this thing starting to shine. Okay, so we'll get that bridge in. Let's resume. Get that working. I should also put in a lever as well, shouldn't I? Build, trap component, lever. For now, do I want to put a lever right next to this? Needs mechanisms. Can't even order it. Oh, yes, I need to put in planning mode, don't I? Somebody wanted to recommend that to me. Hello, Tidy. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us. I don't suppose you remember the command that Cupo told me to do the copying and pasting of dig orders, did you? Do you? Do you remember? Do you remember at all? I don't remember. Oh, let's go up to that volcano top and actually fill our magma chamber. Oh no, we need to build floodgates first, don't we? JNQ FLOOD. We don't want floodgates. We want rock floodgates. Let's order 5. And I also want to specify they're made from magma safe. So if we go down to here, go to D for details, and what is magma safe out of all of those? Filter F. There we go. Oh, I can't filter by... Okay, have we got any obsidian? We do have obsidian. Oh. Unfortunately, we don't have any numbers next to it, which might mean we have a single piece of obsidian, which is not ideal. What can I remember as... We haven't got a lot of anything, really. We've got cobaltite, we've got gabbro, microcline orthoclase, and rhyolite. Okay, maybe we won't bother with floodgates. Let me refresh my memory as to how the whole system's supposed to work. The volcano's down here. There's the pipe. It comes down into this magma cistern. Very good. We come up to the surface. So all we really have to do is just channel out these bits at the top. And we're golden, right? Golden. Sorted. Absolutely fine. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to dig out these 2 blocks here. There we go. And then channel underneath them. And all should be fine and dandy. And our magma glass workshop can start up. Oh. Well, we got to our first save at nigh on 100 frames per second still. And without any crashes. So this, I would say, is a good sign. But we'll have to see. While this is happening, maybe I should type prospect into DFHack and get a little idea of what's available. Prospect. Here we go. Does that work? No, that's not the command. It's something else. Let me have a look at DFHack again. Let me read the... Oh no, it's done it. It's done it. It just took a while, that's all. Oh, it didn't happen while it was saving, that's why. Let's leave it unpaused, let them dig, and I'm going to have a little look at what we've discovered with our bit of prospecting. Liquids? Nothing, it says. That's interesting, considering the amount of lava we've got there. Layer materials. Phyllite, gneiss, rhyolite, granite, marble, sandy clay. What? A thief? Where's this thief? Where are they? I don't see you. Where are you, thiefy? Thiefy, thiefy. Thiefy, thief. Ah, is that it? No, that's a sandbag. That's a gypsum plaster bag. What's it doing out there? Is somebody nicking our gypsum? I really don't want my gypsum being stolen. Thank you very much. Oh no, there it is. Look, there's the thief. We spotted him. It's another kobold. It will probably run away before it even gets into the building. Let's resume for a second. In fact, let's also go back up to the top of the magma pipe. Fingers crossed whoever does this job doesn't fall in the magma. That would be a significantly bad idea. Part of me feels like maybe we should floor off the top of it, because we're not going to build any workshops up here. So maybe I could just close it all in and no problems. Hello, Basin Mars, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Some jet lag induced late night viewing. Well, what, you know, jet lag induced or not, it's good to have you here. And Joseph Rue. If you have a bookkeeper, you can press S for settings in the Noble menu and set his bookkeeping accuracy to max. Thank you, Joseph Rue. Much appreciated. And welcome to the stream. I will do that right now, in fact. Have they dug that out? They have. Let's designate the channeling. Bingo bango. There we go. And also into the Noble screen. So we go to the bookkeeper. Press S for settings, you say, and highest precision? Is that good? We'll see. We'll see. See if he needs any higher requirements for that, but it should work like that if I did it right. Hello, Groove Trooper. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. As you can see, we're playing a little bit of Dwarf Fortress and attempting to wet my feet in DF Hack. I've just, before people start talking in chat, sorry, run a prospect on the map. Not a full prospect, just... oh, hello. Aha, look, the magma's going down. Let's go down the stack. Check our little roomsies getting filled up. It's a bit of a biggie. I'm a real idiot for doing this now that I think about it. That room's never going to fill up, is it? Oh, we'll see what happens. Where was I? Oh yes, I was talking about prospecting. So I've had a little look and see what we've got. It's telling me all the layer materials, basalt, andesite, etc. What's interesting is the ores are native copper, tetrahedrite, native silver, native gold, and hematite. So we definitely have access to iron. Gemstones, we've got a load of different gemstones. We've got any diamonds? No, we've got zircons, pipe opal. Pipe opal's very pretty. I'm not seeing any diamonds here, but that's okay. You can't have it all. Let's go down and have a look. We've got other vein materials, mica, cobaltite, orthoclase, blah, 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 blah. Lots of shrubs, wood in trees, bayberry trees, apricot trees, persimmon trees, almonds, plums, walnuts, peaches, pears, alders, hazels, ginkgos, ash, chestnut, sand, pear, and maple. Of course, I've set them to only chop down the non-fruit-bearing trees, so we may have to delve a little deeper to get our cages and beds built. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's have a little look down the chat here. Hello, Sergeant Indy. Welcome back. You missed the plug. Oh, never mind. Next time. Now you will know exactly how much food, drinks, blocks, bars, etc. you have. Well, thank you very much, Joseph. Thank you very much indeed. Hematite is an iron ore as well. Oh, that's good. And gold is money, 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 says Groove Trooper. Presumably that's what you meant by dollar, dollar, dollar. Maybe you just meant dollar, 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 but, you know, I chose my own interpretation there. Okay. Oh, this isn't filling up too bad. I feel like it might actually work. If we can get up to 3 or 4, I don't know what the actual height has to be for magma forges to work and stuff, but if we can get a base covering, if it can get up to 3, I think it won't evaporate. So that'll be nice. We'll leave that to fill for a minute. Let's go back to the surface level and check out the construction on this drawbridge. Why is a miner building a drawbridge? That's an interesting thing. Probably because I've not designated any digging tasks. I really should, shouldn't I? Let's go down and take a look at what we've already got. And now, am I going to decide to adhere to the principles of verticality this time? I know I've been espousing them a lot, but sometimes you just want to spread out. And it's just after the new year. I'm full of sweets and cheese and, oh, there's still that Stilton in the fridge. I might have to have a Stilton snack at half time. You can't smell my breath, it doesn't matter. Did I dig holes in the roof? That doesn't actually connect all the way down. What I'm going to do is have the holes in the floor and put the workshops over the top, and then we're probably going to trap the access points to that workshop to avoid things like magma crabs and stuff giving us jip. It's sure it'll put all of our metal workers and all of our magma workers at jeopardy, but I just want to get the magma down there nice and quick. We could even have, not that we can now, but we could even have popped in some floodgates, but I couldn't remember any of the magma safe stones, so I just went, whatever. And it seems to work okay. Oh, hello. Something that's so important the camera has had to snap to it as it happened. I'm guessing migrants. Let's press A to find out what it was. Aha! I guessed correctly. Good. So let's let them all onto the map. Go up to the surface again. Previously, we had... Oh, I don't need to actually muck about. I can just go like that. There we go. Previously, we had 21 adult dwarves, no children, and no vulnerable babies. Let's read again, see what we've got now. 39. Wow, quite the migration wave. I'm going to pause the fortress just so we can assess what's going on here. Is this all legible for you guys? I mean, if you're on a phone, there's no fucking way you can read this. But if you've got me up on a bigger screen, perhaps you can read along. If any of you want dwarves named after you, now is the time to ask, by the way. We have 3 dwarves with nicknames, so there are plenty going spare. Let's sort by migration wave quickly. Here we go. Get rid of the original 7. Get rid of the next 5. And the next 9? When did we have another migration wave last time? Oh yeah, I remember. The guy was 16 plus stonecrafting. Or was that his? That was him getting a mood, wasn't it? He was a level 13 wood burner. Well, let's activate stonecrafting for him, because that's madness not using him that way. Especially when he's a utter pleb at everything else. Let's have a look here. Who have we got? I'm not seeing any... Oh, hello. Trapping. Any other big numbers? What's this? Gelding. Oh, someone in chat's going to be very excited. A level 10 Gelder. Or maybe upset at the competition, who knows. Let's have a little look here. Who's this? Level 10 Butcher. Okay. We haven't really got that much that's being butchered at the moment. Level 10 Weaponsmithing. Now you. I have a place for you on the Master's Sail Barge. To use a very tired meme. Mechanic. That's good. We did just put a mechanics workshop down, so very exciting. Let's take a look at the military screen, see what we've got going on here. No kills, but there is a smattering of martial skill. We've got Hammer Dwarf, Axe Dwarf, Spear Dwarf, another Spear Dwarf, and another Hammer Dwarf. We got the makings of a military squad, I think. Maybe I should start thinking seriously about digging out a barracks. Maybe I should start thinking seriously about digging out bedrooms. If I could only remember that cut and paste thing that Cupo told me how to do. We're not doing military right now. We'll let the migrants get in, we'll let the bridge get built, we'll get some some mechanisms created, and then once we can seal ourselves in, that's the next step. Also, our magma stuff should be running soon, so I'm quite interested about that. Let's go downstairs and see how it's filled. Well, it won't have because I paused the game, but let's go downstairs anyway and pretend like we could potentially witness some progress. There we go, that's the floor. I should really put hotkeys in, he says, knowing full well that it's unlikely to happen in the immediate future. Oh, we're up to 3s and 4s, so that's good. That's very good. I like that. Hello, Cupo. Ah, thank God you're here. Thank God you're here. GUI Stamper. GUI Stamper. Sounds good. I will get on that in a minute and we'll do a bedroom floor. Let me quickly... Hang on, chat. Calm down. I've got to catch up with what I've missed. Groove Trooper said you can set gather zones so the dwarves pick up fruit when it drops to save the trees. Yes, I am aware of that, and I think I've already set up a couple of fruit picking zones for the purposes of booze making. But we'll check that in a minute and make sure that is the case. Base on Mars says, pick me, pick me. Oh, that's a good point. I've got to name some dwarves after these guys, haven't I? If I'm not involved, I'm in for a dwarf, says Fuzzy Logic. Okay, that's no problem. Base on Mars, Fuzzy Logic gets one. You can press Z on the announcement about the migrants in the announcement screen so you can see exactly what part of the map they came. Oh, okay, so we can zoom in and it will show you right where they were. Where are they? Migrants have arrived. Z. Oh, okay, it just shows you the actual location they came onto the screen. That's cool. Okay, very handy. What else have we got here? This works for invaders and thieves. Ah, yes. No, I was aware that you could do, like, find people and zoom to them when they're invaded. But I didn't ever think to do it for a migration wave announcement. New stuff is being learned. Hello, Voliol. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us again. Just in case anyone's wondering, I'm taking names for dwarf namesakes. We've got Base on Mars and Fuzzy Logic so far. Anyone else? Just put your hand up in chat and I'll go name one. Joseph Rue wants a dwarf. Just Joseph or full Joseph Rue? Up to you. Make all useless dwarfs train for the military. Well, we've only just reached a population level where there might actually be some useless dwarves knocking around, so bear with me. Let's take it back over. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Groove Trooper. Much appreciated. Let's go back to Dwarf Therapist for a second and start doing some nicknaming. Now, does anybody have any preferences? I am going to sort by has nickname. Where is the fucking thing? There we go. So, those three, Curly Fries, Jeb, and Tidy, you don't need dwarves. You're all sorted. I could just go down the list here. I could just pop down this list and pick people at random, but if there are any preferences, let's have a look. Cupo's waving. I think Cupo may want a dwarf after himself as well. Let's give Cupo a... Let's look for a big skilled boy. Is there a construction dwarf? That would be very appropriate. And that's not really a skill outside of architecture, is it? How about a level 16 stonecrafter / 13 woodburner? I mean, there is a level 10 gelder in the offing. I know people are fond of the old geldings. I myself really enjoy it when elves get gelded. Legendary engraver Cupo. If only we had a legendary engraver at this stage. Let's have a look at the stone detailing. Nope, everybody with that skill has it at a level 1 at the moment. We do have a level... Oh, we've already told about the level 16 stonecrafter. Level 16 stonecrafter is the closest, I think. So we are going to give Erush Thrudib the nickname Cupo. By the way, Cupo is also a Dwarf Fortress streamer, and you should definitely check out his streams, because my fortresses, though almost functional, are ugly things to look at, very ugly, very poorly designed, whereas he creates wonderful swirling vortices of colour, which are actually quite pleasant to look at. So, you know, give it a look. Give him a look. Give him a follow. I mean, go right now. Why are you watching me? I mean, I'm terrible at Dwarf Fortress. He's actually good at it. Where was I? Let's commit that change. Get that name in there. Now, Base on Mars. Has he presented any kind of preference? No. So I shall use my patented random selection technique, which is to close my eyes, whirl the mouse wheel up and down, and give a little gentle massage vertically across the y-axis to my mouse. Here we go. Let's click. See who we've selected. We have selected... What's his name? Colifcod. He is an engraver, a level 1 engraver. Okay, so Col, set nickname. You're now Base on Mars. Base, that's BS, BASEONMARS. Bingo, Base on Mars, committed. Also Fuzzy Logic. Let's see who to give you. You've traditionally taken on the weapon crafting role, haven't you, in other forts? Although that is a prime one. Maybe I'll save a weapon crafter for someone who wants it, because there's bound to be someone coming in. Give me the blacksmith. I want to be in charge of the forges. That's the most important role in a dwarven fortress. You know, that kind of thing. I just want a chance to one day slaughter a bear with my engraving chisel. Well, if tradition holds in this fortress, it's unlikely you'll be having a weapon in your hand when you fight. My fortresses frequently fall to the final resort strategy of the Cryptbeards rush, whereby we just draft everybody and send them in unarmed. And it works more often than you would expect. I mean, sure, against a horde of goblins, it's not so much a great tactic, but even pretty tough fucking forgotten beasts have been pummeled to shit by my fortresses before. And I do remember very early on we had a couple of instances where we pummeled a cougar and a bear, and great days, great days. Fantastic stuff. Joseph Rue also wants one. Did I put Fuzzy Logic in? I didn't, did I? I'm going to give you a rando, Fuzzy. I'm going to give you a rando. Ironically, I'm going to give Rando a minor, because he always wants one. Here we go. Let's click over here. We've got Feb the craftsman. Okay, nothing spectacular in the skill box, but that doesn't matter. I'm sure we'll be able to level you up into something beautiful. Fuzzy logic 0. Oof, there we go. Let's commit that to there. And then we will go with Joseph Roux. Please excuse me for all this faffing around in Dwarf Therapist, but we'll get into the meat of the game in a minute. Don't worry. Did they offer a military dwarf? Says Joseph Roux. Okay. We don't actually have a military yet, but look at this lad here. He's a level 5 axe dwarf. I feel like if you want to be a military dwarf, that's the one. Let's check what he does in his day job. Fuck all. It looks like you've just been promoted to leader of the military. Oh my. That's a rocketing career, isn't it? What was your name again, Joseph? Joseph _Roux. We'll just use a space. We'll just use a space. There's no need for the underscores. Not here. We're all, well, I was going to say friends. We're all parasocially engaged here. Joseph ROU. There we go. Fantastic. Committed. Dwarves actually use their beards to smooth and engrave stone. What, like big polishing things? They get like a big pad and put their beard between the wall and the stone, the wall and the pad, and go like some kind of emery hair. And fish. Oh, they stir stew with it and fish. Okay, hello Broccoli Farmer. Welcome back to the stream. For a second there, I thought you said they engrave fish, which doesn't make any sense. A fish is too soft to engrave unless you freeze it, and even if you do, you've got to keep it somewhere super cold. It's impractical. Impractical. Okay, I think that's everybody who requested. If I've missed you, I apologise. You may have to wave in chat and jump up and down a bit to get my attention, but that does mean we're going back into the fortress, so that's exciting stuff, isn't it? Isn't that getting you all tingly on the inside? Probably not. Okay, so it looks like the bridge has been constructed. I need to go and check the stockpiles quickly. Have we got any mechanisms appearing? We are running very low on storage space. I really need to start thinking about properly investing into some actual manufacturing infrastructure. At the moment, we're just sitting here with our thumbs up our asses waiting for magma to fill. That's a good point, actually. Let's have a look and see if the magma has filled. Also, let's set some fripping hotkeys. Shift H, yes. Hotkey 2, F2. That's going to be the forges. Magma forge. Let's just call it magma. N, M-A-G, M-A. There we go. Z for zoom here. No, enter Z to zoom here. There we go. So escape, F1, F2, F1, F2. Right, F1 definitely needs... oh, God. There we go. F1 needs to be moved to here so we can actually see the fortress entrance rather than where we embarked in the first place. So F2, F1, F2, F1. Fantastic. If we go down here, I think we should have a hotkey for the dining area. Something like... yeah, that'll do. So, hotkey, F3, zoom here, name it. Din-dins. Din-dins room. Oh, Mummy cooked me din-dins. There we go. So that's that hotkey done. Is there any other location that would make sense to hotkey up? I mean, this storage stockpile room is not going to be used as such for much longer. It's just a halfway house kind of affair. In fact, I'm thinking maybe converted into some kind of cemetery. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. I think the magma still has pressure, by the way, so it might spill over when you try to make the furnaces. I don't think so. If I remember all the things people have told me about Dwarf Fortress, which I most certainly do not, people have said that the pressure's not a thing with magma. Then again, maybe it is. Maybe I'm just going to kill all my dwarves with some hot liquids. But fingers crossed. It's worked for me before, this technique. So I've got a feeling it'll work again. I have done it before, and I'll do it again. We need more beds. We just had 39 people turn up. Ah, shit. The wood situation's going to be pretty rough. Is there anything we can do, bed-wise, that doesn't involve wood? Because you can't make beds out of stone, but Can we make cots or mattresses or something? Does anybody know a way around all this filthy elf nonsense? Actually, no. Making stuff out of wood is not filthy elf nonsense. I apologise. Growing things out of wood is filthy elf nonsense. Hacking down a tree and turning it into something useful. Now that's dwarfy. Not really. Oh, no. Never mind. Never mind. I need to get the workshops going. Maybe I should put a hotkey down here. We've got someone in the mechanics workshop. That's a good sign. It looks like we've got mechanisms on the go. That's also a good sign. Let's see if we can place... You know what? I was going to put the lever in the main entryway, but it doesn't make sense. Let's put it down here in the dining hall. Trap components, lever. And where are we going to place our lever? I think we'll put it in between the doors. Here. There we go. Bingo. We've got ourselves a lovely lever. You do have a bunch of trees. We have some trees. I don't want to totally denude the landscape because all that's left are fruit trees. And if we get to 0 trees, it's going to be a while before the next one's turned back up to cut down again. How long do trees take to grow, actually? I'm just assuming that. I don't actually know. Okay. We need to put more dig orders in. What was it called? GUI. Let me just scroll back up to Cupo's Sage Wisdom. GUI/Stamper. Okay. I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to paste that. And I'm going to press enter. Didn't actually... Oh! Nope. Didn't actually do anything, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll figure it out in a minute. Oh no, it did! Look, it came up. Fantastic. Escape. Back. Okay, so I just have to type it into the DF hack window every time I want to use it. Brilliant. We can get some bedrooms made. But before bedrooms must come lever connections. So now that's been made. Click on it with the mouse. Add a task. Link to a bridge. Where are we? Bridge. There we go. Link to the rough marble bridge. With firelight mechanisms and bang, soon we'll be able to seal ourselves in. Very nice. Very pleasant. Very, very fun. Let's resume the action. That'll get linked up. Now, water could become a problem. We know there's an aquifer under the desert biome, but it's only the very corner of the map. And I don't want to accidentally penetrate into the aquifer from the side and flood the fortress. So maybe we should dig a separate exploratory tunnel system. Does that sound sensible? Of course it sounds sensible. It's a sensible idea. Let's come up to the main entryway and think about where we're digging down. Now this corner here is where the aquifer will be, presumably under the sand. So I'm thinking maybe just dig a hole straight down. DH, channel out just somewhere over here. This looks good to me. There we go. Why channel? I could just dig stairs, couldn't I? You know what? I'll do that down here. I'm on the right square. That's the square I want to be on. And then we'll just dig stairs down till we hit aquifer. And that should give us the location of the water on the map and give us the ability to create some wells, making our indoor existence much more tenable. Much more tenable. Let me scroll down chat again. I appear to have left it way up at the top where I was looking for Cupo's thing. I set a keyboard shortcut, but that's probably asking too much. It probably is asking too much, but we can get there. I mean, I just have to go to the DF hack window and press up on the keyboard a few times. It's not too bad. But maybe that next level of expertise will be for the next session, because I'm already getting way over my head just doing this. I prospected and everything. I mean, come on. Baby steps, even though I've got adult legs, making baby steps look very disproportionate. I think we've probably hooked this up by now, right? Is the order there? Oh, my favourite. Oh, I could honestly put this song on for loop for the entire stream, but I just think people would go mad. So where was I? They've done the thing. Excuse me. Let's check it works. Add new task. Pull the lever. Do it now. Now this is chance we will kill somebody putting that back down again, but I don't think there's anyone out there, so that's good. Oh, we could do a... Fuzzy Logic's been possessed. Congratulations. First possession of the fucking fort. No. Second. No, the other one was a mood. This is an actual possession. Let's have a little look. Where are you, Fuzzy? Where's your little exclamation mark showing me that you've been mooded? I don't see you. You should be on the screen somewhere. There he is. There he is. Found him. Let's follow him. See which kind of workshop he desires. Craftsdwarf, obviously. And then we'll follow him again. Oh no, he's just sitting there muttering. Bones. Bones. All he's thinking about is bones. So, in that case, it looks like we need to go to our animal stocks and kill something. Hooray! Animals, here we go. What do we got? Stray cats, turkey hens, gobblers, horses, cavy boars, yak bull, goose, horsefoal, duckling, cow calf. Oh, we got stuff to spare. Let's kill the horse. Let's kill a horse. I'll tell you what. Let's not let them get lonely. Let's kill both of them. There we go. I'm a nice guy. Oh, and their kid. Where is it? There we go. Do we actually no? Let the child grow up. It'll have more meat on it then, and its tears will make it taste salty and tasty. Do horses cry? I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. Doesn't make them taste any different. That's an exaggeration. Okay, so it looks like he's still sitting there. Nobody's done the deed yet. But if we watch the butcher's workshop, hopefully someone will be in there with the horse in no time. Off to the knacker's yard with you. Don't cry, Groove Trooper. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll do it quick. We'll make sure that Black Beauty and what is he called? Silver from the what's name? The Lone Ranger. We'll make sure old Wonder Horse gets a quick and painless end. And then we'll turn his bones into glue. And we'll have a serious glue sniffing problem in the fort. Oh, have I locked everybody in? I fucking well have, haven't I? I've got to pull that lever again, otherwise we're all going to starve and what God knows what. Add pull lever. Do it now. Okay, has anyone gone to the butcher's shop yet? It doesn't look like it. Let me have a look in here. Slaughter stray horse. The order's in. The order has been given. But maybe no one in the fortress has a steady enough hand. Maybe they're all horse people. Horse dwarves. Maybe they're all Equus boys. Secretly doing a bit of Catherine the Great. Who knows? Was it Catherine the Great who was supposed to have had sex with a horse? I forget. My knowledge of historical bestiality among the nobles is patchy at best. Oh, here it comes. Here comes the horsey. Da, 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 da. That's it, it's dead. And now we should see, there's old Moody. There's Fuzzy. Let's pause and watch him haul those bones. Let's follow him up there. I know it's a distraction, but I do like a mood. Presumably that's all he wants, because that's all he was shouting for. He's begun his construction. He's making something out of horse bone. I mean, what could it possibly be? I'm guessing it's going to be something like a scepter. Nothing too exciting, but maybe he'll put a bit of pizzazz on it. Maybe he'll put a little bit of a Fuzzy Logic spin on the old template. We'll see. We'll see. Let's have a look at the orders and see what we've got going on. We've got wooden cages. 9 left to make. The order's been validated. We're definitely out of wood. So it doesn't look like we're going to get any cage traps down imminently. However, that might not be an issue. Excuse my hiccups. Let's go down to the forges. Well, the future forges. Future Forge! And I'm going to see what it takes to get a glass workshop in here. Let's build... it's not under workshops. It's under furnaces, which is E. And we want a magma glass furnace. There we go. And we're going to pop that, ultimately, in the corner. However, we want to channel out the top middle one first. So DH, oops, a daisy. Back to the main menu. DH Chisel out a little hole. That's the one there. Beautiful. And then we can pop a glass furnace over the top of it. Oh, the horse has gone. The horse has been slaughtered. To the lasagna mines with you. I'm not sure whether horses cry, but they do get sticky eyes if you don't clean them. Well, the dead ones don't, they just decompose. Well, yes, I would guess that, yes. Imagine, is it like cleaning a doorknob or something? Because they've got pretty big eyes, haven't they? Do you have to like hold it open, get a cloth on it and go... I'm not sure, that seems a little bit of aggressive. A bit aggressive for animal care. Most animals not keen on you touching their eyeballs. Are there any animals that love being touched in the eyes? I can't think of any off the top of my head, but there's probably those lizards that lick their eyes. They probably love it. Or touch my eyeball, that kind of affair. Where were we? Have I made a military squad yet, says Joseph Rue. No, not yet. Not yet. Goblet? Probably, it might be a goblet, horsebone goblet. Horsebone toy forge. Interesting proposition, Tidy. We'll find out soon. It's a battle axe. That I was not expecting. And it's made out of bones too, so plus points for cool. Have we got any axe dwarves in our military? Well, it might be time to start working on it, actually. I think we better get it going. I know, battle axe, not bad at all. Everyone's guesses out the window. Apparently, I've been getting a lot of Maligna dwarf. Maligna dwarf? Like Molyneux, but Maligna dwarf. Is that what it's called? I should read it, shouldn't I? Fuzzy Logic Dedekalrom Craftsdwarf has created Fickodzeg, a horsebone battle axe. He claims it as a family heirloom. Let's take a little look at this horsebone battle axe and see if it's actually up to snuff. It's not very valuable. Glaze tattooed. Ooh, glazed tattoos. Sounds very rude. This is a horsebone battle axe. All craftsdwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encircled with bands of horsebone. Well, it's not the most exciting weapon, but I do believe artifact weapons are superior to non-artifact weapons, so at least we've got that going for us. We've got our first artifact weapon in the fortress. Okay, so we're watching the forges, aren't we? It's been done. B, E, was it A for a glass furnace? Yes. Memory Man. Let's pop this in the corner. There we go. What are we going to make it out of? Are any of these... Basalt is magma safe? No? No, it's not. Is it Gabbro? Are any of those magma safe? How do we find X? Expand, contract. View item? Someone's probably just said it on there. The corners of their eyes. It's like the yellow stuff we humans get after sleeping sometimes. Ah, yes. Eye bogies. Or... what was the other one I called it? Not eye grit, something grit. Anyway, you can wipe it off with a sponge. A bone axe is pretty metal. I would say a bone axe is not just pretty metal, it's fucking very metal. Anyway, honestly, it's not metal at all, because you'd expect an axe to be metal, but, you know, metaphorically, it's incredibly metal. I think the aren't artifact weapons unbreakable? I think that's the benefit of artifact armor. Even if it's made out of something shit, it's basically unbreakable, so it will never be penetrated. Am I crazy? Or am I getting my wires crossed? A 3 times hit multiplier. Oh, okay. It's not as exciting as I thought, but it's still pretty good. 3 times. It's unbreakable, but it's still not a great weapon. Well, it can be ceremonial then. If it's no use in actual battle, then maybe we'll just keep it on the wall somewhere and pretend it was like instrumental in the foundation of our fortress. I mean, it could be. It's possible that it may end up being instrumental, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh, I've run out of coffee. I'm going to have to switch to water. Excuse me. This is probably not the wisest move. I am actually desperate to go to the toilet, but I'm holding on. I'm holding on. We're going to get a little bit more done. You can call it the Nayslayer. Ooh, punning, I like it. Butternut Squash, welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us. I believe artifact weapons strike true more often. Bone is pretty soft though, so it won't hurt much. Okay. Well, we'll see what happened. We'll see how it works out. We'll try it in a fight, and if the person holding it dies, then... oh well, case closed. I think you have to make the axe... make the make of the axe, and Axethunder claimed it as an heirloom. Oh, I see. So we'd have to make him... oh, okay, so it's his. Well, maybe when he dies. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I would have thought horsebone was pretty hard. I mean, you dry out bone. I wouldn't want to get knocked over the head with a bit of bone. I mean, maybe it won't hold up too well against armour, but... it seems okay. Anyway, back to the question at hand. Which of these four metals, stones, if any, are magma safe? Maybe I should look at my stock screens. I'm sure there'll be some clues in the stock screen. Stone, here we go. Hello, Sanctum Spirit Stone, welcome back. Yeah, a bone club makes more sense than a bone axe now that you mention it. But maybe it'll keep a stone edge. Maybe it'll keep a nice edge. Right, economic stones. Don't have any of those. In stock, at least. How do I go to the stone type? There we go. Basalt. Is magma safe? Okay, I've got basalt. Lovely. What was I building again? B-E-A. Oh, what's going on? B-E-A. Hey, it worked this time. However, I am on the wrong floor. Let's get down to the right floor. Pop the glass furnace in there, and... was it Gabbro? Gabbro. Okay, we're going to build it at Gabbro for now, and if it turns out that's the wrong thing, then... oops. Maybe I should carve out another little hole. Well, we'll see if this one starts flooding first. That's probably a good bet. We'll see what happens. Gabbro. Okay. Oh, it's basalt. Shit. Let's just check to see if Gabbro's actually magma safe. Surely it wouldn't let me build it out of non-magma safe. Well, then again. It's still a fortress. It was basalt that I said, but Gabbro's magma safe. We're alright. We're okay. Everything is fine. Stop worrying, you bloody skittery fools. Needs masonry. That's okay. We've got a mason running around somewhere. Do them all while it's 6 or 7 deep. You reckon? Let's do another one then. Let's do another channeling. So we'll leave a space between the workshops. There's the side, that's the next middle. That's the side, there's the space, there's the side, there's the middle. There's the side, there's the space, there's the side, there's the middle. So we're going to put magma glass furnaces there, because I am going to go utterly hog wild when it comes to making glass. Although containers are an issue. We will need to trade for bags. But we'll get there. We'll get there. We've got the depot in place. We've got spiked wooden balls on the go. What could possibly go wrong? Come on. Build the place. A watched pot never boils. Obviously untrue, but, you know, feels like it. Okay, so we've got a mason there running outside. Why are you going outside? I could have sworn you were integral to the creation of our glass furnaces. Probably going to get a bit of fruit. We're probably perilously low on food. Yeah, that doesn't look like a healthy stock. Let's have a little look at our food, actually, thinking about it. So, we've got blueberries and plump helmets. We do have 212 plump helmets. Part of me thinks maybe we should use the DF Hack Auto Seed Manager, but we'll get there in a minute. We've got cave wheat seed, dimple cup spawn, pigtail seeds, plump helmet spawn, rock nuts and sweet pod seeds. None of them are for cooking. That's good. That is wrong. Yep, red is no cook. Good. Drinks, no appropriate ingredients. That's a bit of a worry. We do need to get some booze on the go. And meat slash fish slash other. Plenty of stuff. Plenty of stuff. We're all good. We're all good for meat. We can live like Mongolian horse riders. Just eat meat and drink horse blood. Not that we've probably got enough horse for everybody in the fortress with just 2 horses worth of blood, but, you know, we'll see what we can do. Hello, Clay Cree. Welcome back. Yes, Joseph Rue, we have iron on the map. That's all good. They do need water. I dug that exploratory little hole, didn't I? Our little shaft of exploration. Where are we? Here it going down, go down, 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 down. Well, so much for this aquifer they spoke of. Does my prospect tell me where the aquifer is? That's a good question. No. In fact, it doesn't mention any liquids on the map. But that's just discovered. That's just discovered, right? Surely. I don't know about flux. We can buy flux materials in, so it's not too bad. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, going down to the bottom corner and looking at all of our diggy digs here. It's looking very stony. Do you get aquifers in the stone? I suppose you do. Reveal does. Do we really want to reveal? I mean, it might actually be as a wall hack in Deerfack, if I recall. Oh, okay. I think the Embark said you had flux somewhere. What is a flux stone? I've got the thingy here. Where was I? Can I cut and paste this in chat? This is stupid. This may not work, but I'm going to put the prospect results in chat. We'll see how it plans out. Control C. Okay. Is this going to even work? Marble is flux. That's good. This is probably going to look horrific. Ah, I reached the character limit. Boo! Boo! Marble is fine then. So that means we can make steel, right? Intriguing. Intriguing. Right, so what do we reckon? Dig deeper to find the aquifer, or spread out and try and explore a bit? What's the strategy? We're all paused at the moment, so no one's gasping of thirst right now, but they will do. They will do, soon enough. Well, actually, they are gasping for thirst. They had a notification come up saying they were desperate for drinks. What do we think? Come on, chat. Give me your wisdom. Guide me through these troubled times. Take my hand and lead me to the promised land. Aquifer and pump stack. Tidy, you're getting a little bit ahead of yourself. A pump stack? My goodness. But I do need to find the aquifer. I'll tell you what, I'll go a bit deeper. We'll go a bit deeper and we'll see what happens. Designate up downstairs. If we go down to the bottom of my explorations. Bottom explorations. And we'll go down here and just keep going down. See what we get. A well in the hospital. Well, I would put a well in the hospital, but we have neither a hospital nor a source of water. So, we'll see what happens there. No river. It's possible to squeeze water from animals. Okay. I'm not opposed to the idea of that. I'm intrigued by the proposition, in fact. Let's watch our miners run off and try and dig that hole. Come on. There's no surface water on the map at all. It definitely said there was an aquifer, though. Is an aquifer necessarily a complete map layer, or am I being a little bit optimistic with that idea? I assumed if I dug down, I would automatically hit the aquifer, but it seems like that is not actually the case. Getting down quite fast. Cobaltite. Man, okay, we're going to hit caverns before we hit anything else. Do I dare go deeper? Get water from the caverns. I haven't found the caverns yet, Joseph, so we'll have to see. I mean, I could do some exploratory digging out. Might have missed a layer or two, yeah. I do not believe you can drink blood. Oh, that's a shame. That would have been useful. So, in order to explore, what I need to do is just dig out some exploratory tunnels, right? I think what I will do is I'm going to dig on all the floors a little tunnel like that. It's madness. It will take a while, but it's a possibility for exploring. We might find something. Caves usually start in the corners. Oh, okay. Well, abort. Go down. we go. Going. Oh, don't do this to me. There we go. Up, up. And then up, 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 up. There we go. De-designate that. Go down to check the de-designation has happened. Fantastic. And then if we go, probably not this low. Go down a few more floors, and then dig like that. Go down a load of floors and see what we hit. It's going to take a while, but we'll see what goes on. You can drink animal blood in adventure mode, but that's not useful for us here. No. No. Can we make black pudding from the blood? Whoa, black pudding, bam-a-lam, whoa, black pudding. Got a little bit confused there for a second. I don't know why I was singing about black pudding. Much as I love the stuff. Much as I love it. Is it quite worth a song? I'm not sure. Okay, this doesn't look very cavern-y, does it? Not very cavernous at all. Everybody's dehydrated. We are in big trouble. Maybe, just maybe. Oh my god, I've just realised. JMQ. Brew. Drink from fruit. Make it a perpetual order. Also, brew drink from plant. Make it a perpetual order. Why wasn't I doing this in the first place? Fuck's sake. Idiot. We've got fruit. We're gathering fruit. Let's check out our zones. I've only got 2 fruit trees being exploited. So right now, I feel like we should be looking for more trees. Okay, there's some trees over here that we can gather fruit from. That's good. Let's build a zone like that. Gather, pick fruit. There we go. Any more trees? Come on, trees. Show me yourselves. Where are you? Reveal your leafy bounty. No? Unimpressed by my silly voices, the trees remain hidden. A bit further down. Anything going on here? We've got this tree here, whatever it is. It's a biggie. It's a biggie. Let's put a gather zone underneath it. We might need a few step ladders made if we're going to be gathering. I'll just leave it on the vanilla gather information. Or gather settings, rather. Not gather information. What are you talking about, scoundrel? You fool. You goon. You bilberry bubble snatcher. No? No more? Doesn't seem like a lot of trees, does it? Doesn't seem like a lot of trees. Go to a still and press Alt-W, then Shift-A, then Shift-R, and set the range. Okay. I know, Clay Creed. Why is there no booze? That's a good question. I should have been able to answer that myself. I should have had booze. Go to the still. Here we go. Let's follow these instructions and see where they lead. So, Alt-W. No, that didn't do anything. What tool do I need to enable to get that to work? Because I've seen someone using that tool and it was very exciting, but sadly it's not working. I thought it was workflow, but it turns out it's not workflow. Question mark? It is workflow. Okay. Alt-W. That's S. Alt-W. Still nothing. Okay, I'll try that again. Let's try enable workflow. Enable workflow. Huh. Workflow enable. The plugin is enabled. Okay. Nighty night, Voliol. You get yourself some shut-eye. Have a good one. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams are made of this. Travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody looking for something. Let's see if it works now. Alt-W. Come on. No, nothing. It's not working. I do have Lazy Noob Pack. And I've just typed in, it says the plugin is enabled. I've typed in workflow enable. It says the plugin is enabled. It's just not doing anything. You enable it from utilities. No, I've got it running for sure. It's just the command isn't working. Can I enable the GUI? Enable the GUI. I'm going to go and look at the information here. Let's have a look here. Here, GUI workflow. Bind a key. The example config uses Alt-W and activate with a job selected in a workshop in queue mode. Oh, I need a job. Okay, that's intriguing. So let's add a new task quickly. Brew drink from fruit. Excuse me. Can I press Alt-W now? Workflow only tracks repeating jobs. Press Y to make this one repeat. Add limits. To be honest, though, I just want them to make as much booze as possible, so we'll leave them to it for now. I'm not going to put any limits on. JM... I did put an order in, but still not validated. Maybe I haven't unpaused the game for long enough. No, that's alright. That's all right. It's easy to overlook little things like that when you're playing Dwarf Fortress. The interface isn't exactly the most intuitive. I mean, it's not the worst. It's definitely not going to win any awards. Although Dwarf Fortress definitely should win awards for other things to make up for it. Okay, so let's have a little peeky poo. This is done. Let's unpause it. Let's let these... B, E, A. B. Is that right? Why is there no magma under that one, but there is under this one? What the dickens is this all about? Let's go down the floor and check. Oh, there's just stone in the hole. Never mind. Never mind. Gabbro again, please. And I'll build another one of these bad boys here. Make it out of Gabbro. Bang. We've got 4 glass furnaces. So that shouldn't be too bad. Then we have to figure out the whole gathering sand malarkey. But we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. I should probably put some smelteries in as well while we're here, shouldn't I? Just to start smelting up metals. Seeing as we've got the option to. B, E, magma smelter, L. There we go. And that also wants the top middle one. Okay, that's fine. So D, H, we pop... Ooh, fuck off. What's going on? D, H, there we go. So top middle, side of workshop, gap, side of workshop, top middle, side of workshop, gap, side of workshop, top middle. Lovely. Okay, so we have 3 smelteries up top, and then maybe over in this bit here we can pop something like a forge or something. I don't know. I don't know. What am I supposed to know? Have you set the workflow for the booze correctly? I set it to an infinite order. DF is in the Museum of Modern Art alongside Pac-Man and similar. Yes, I heard that. It was actually mentioned in a podcast I saw linked on the subreddit today. Started listening to that. Never finished it, but it's always interesting to hear the makers talk about the game. They're interesting chaps. Very erudite, smart fellows. Pac-Man and Dwarf Fortress are essentially the same, says Groove Trooper. I mean, in a very reductive sense, yes. But there's so much to separate the two. I feel that you're perhaps being slightly either ironic or facetious, but time will tell. Where are we going? Okay, that's that. Let's keep caught up with chat. Let's minimise this window so we're not sitting here staring at a bright white screen, and get back to business. So, we've got magma, we've got glass furnaces, we don't have any glass yet. We're putting in smelters. I think bedrooms are the obvious thing that we need, even though we don't technically have the capability to create beds yet, which is awkward, but we'll get there. So I'm going to start with a nice 3 wide corridor just going along here. Then we shall dig out a couple of rooms. Now I know every time I do this people are like, oh my god, such luxury, why'd you give them such big rooms? Because I've got a big heart and I need to make my dwarves happy and fulfilled. So we're going for 3x4 rooms, except for nobility who can have more. Okay, now I enable the plugin. Here we go. Workflow GUI/stamper. Is that it? It is. Okay, so select 2 corners. Let's go back to the right screen. Here we go. Ooh, exciting. Very exciting. There's one corner. There's the other corner, and now, so if I press, is it enter? Oh, look at this. Oh, Jesus, it makes things so much quicker. Whoa, look at that. Absolutely bloody lovely. Nice. In that case, let's go back a level. I'll do the thingy again. GUI stamper, there we go. And then go back to the right screen. Press enter there. Select everything on this side. Bosh. Flip horizontal. Oh. Whew. Oh, Cupo. Your wisdom, so sweet. And then can we rotate 90? And put another one in here? That will... Nah, that's not going to work. Then again, I could put one like that. And then have another corridor going behind... No, wait. If I do that. And then that. Yeah, that's what we want to do. And then flip horizontally again. Do it on the other side. Lined up. Like that. And get out of here. We press D for dig. Oops, excuse me. Got a bit of the old windy pops coming through. Excuse my bottom. There we go. That should be enough bedrooms, right? I don't actually know how many I've put in. Let me just check that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. That's convenient. 4 sets of 20 is 80 beds. Plenty of dwarves. Oh, okay.
Maffol Windpaddle has assumed the position of expedition leader of the Grand City.
Great. Thanks for the news. I care about that. No, really, I do. Look me in the eyes. I care about that. Okay, so we've got our glass furnaces ready to roll, yet somehow bereft of resources. But that's okay. I mean, we've got a desert biome corner. We're all good. Okay, we'll unpause. Let things develop a bit. Oh no, somebody's died. Oh, loads of people are dehydrating. Shit. Our still is working, so there is that. Hopefully none of our nickname characters have died. Look at them all flood into the workshop there. Yeah, we got some starving buffaloes. We've got dehydrating dwarves. This could be an ignominious end to a fortress. It could all be over already. Ah, shit. Should probably put an order for some coffins in, at the very least. MQ coffin. Rock coffin. I would like to order 100 rock coffins. No, probably not the best idea. Let's order 10 coffins at a time, and then we'll put one of those constraints on it so it always keeps 10. We'll see if we can do that again. Add item condition. What was it to change the inequality? Q. Less than. Okay, set number. 10. Okay, I think that's working. It's all good. How many have died? Let's have a quick pause. And let's go over to the home... not home screen, sorry. Let's go back to Dwarf Fortress. And then... over to Dwarf Therapist. And take a quick look and see who's died. We had 39 adults, no children, and no vulnerable babies. Let's have a little read. 36, so we've lost 3. Okay, I don't think we've lost any of our viewers, have we? Base on Mars, Curly Fries, Fuzzy Logic, Joseph Rue, Cupo, Tidy. Wait, we have... Who did we lose? I'm not sure. Yes, this fortress we definitely learn that dwarfs need drink. That's a spot-on observation. You have skewered the issue perfectly. Build more stills so it can produce booze faster. You maniac, you genius. Let's give it a go. BL, right? No, it's BWL. There we go. Let's pop a still there. and another one there because fuck it, why not? Three stills, it'll work. Oh, sorry, you've. Let's go back to the fortress. There we go. Yeah, we'll wait for the Great Drink Crisis to finish. We'll see what happens. Unpause. Let's see if we can pull out of this tailspin. Certainly everybody's in a foul mood. Never mind. Never mind. Maybe they've discovered water down in the corner. It's very unlikely, but it is a possibility. They're discovering shit. Okay. Never mind. Claycree wants a dwarf. Oh, Jeb. Yeah, Jeb died. Oh, poor old Jeb. Well, if he turns up again, he can claim another dwarf. Fingers crossed they'll last a bit longer. Cancel, give water. What we got here? Is this another migration wave? Are these guys off their tits? A human caravan. Oh, this could be a real lifesaver. Come on, humans. What have you got with you? Just a few yaks. What is this bullshit? Why haven't you brought yak wagons? Come on, we've got fisher dwarves dying. Christ knows why they chose to come here. Who goes, I'm a fisher dwarf. The best place for me will be this mountainous desert biome. There we go. Okay, they've got wagons. They've got wagons. Let's get our trader in. Trader, and then let's move some goods. It's spiked wooden balls time, gentlemen. Spiked wooden balls. I haven't actually got that many. Shit. It's a bit of money, though. It should work. Okay, now we've got to wait for our trader to turn up and just buy as much booze as we can lay our growy little mitts on. As much booze as possible, please. Speaking of which, there's a little dribble left in the bottle of apricot brandy that Kel bought for making the Christmas cakes. I might have to guzzle that down after the break. What time is it? How long have I been streaming for? I've been going for about an hour and a half. We'll go for a little bit longer and then I'll take a break. And come back refreshed with an emptied bladder. Because currently, it's about 10,000 psi. 60,000 psi. I could cut through stone with my urine when I go. I'm worried if I'm going to carve through the toilet bowl. Are we ready to trade yet? I haven't seen anybody come up yet. We can trade. Did anybody bring any stuff up? Oh, there's a lot of dead boys. Let's see if we can trade. Come on. Okay, the spiked wooden balls are all in. To a combined value of 2,394. Shit. Okay, let's scroll down till we find some booze, and that is going to have to do. I don't think we're going to be able to afford much more. Cloth bar, cloth leather. Excuse me. Good lord. Opals, trouts, we can't be buying food, much as I normally would. Cheese, not really what we want. You're kidding me. They haven't brought any fucking booze. They come to a dwarf fortress looking to trade and they've brought no booze. What is this? What is this bullshit? Walnut wood, pecan wood. Yeah, wood is nice. We could do with some wood, but, you know, drink first, wood later. As they say in the prostitution business. Do they? I don't think they do. That's a really weird thing to say. We have got some musical instruments, but unfortunately, the mood is rather dire. It's not really time to be looking. Oh, bilberry wine. There we go. Let's do a search. I'll search for wine. 3 barrels of wine. That is a sorry little thing. Right, let's look for ale. That's whale shark and sperm whale leather. Yes. Nothing says classy like a material with the word sperm in its name. So I just look for ale and I look for wine. Let's look for beer. Fuck you. If I type in barrel, maybe we'll get all the barrels of booze. Camel's milk. Do they drink milk? Artichoke wine. Already got that. Oh, wow. This is 3 barrels of booze. This isn't going to go round. This is going to run out immediately. Ah, well, there we go. What can you do? Well, in that case, seeing as we're only spending 180, we may as well have a look at other stuff and see what we've got. Let's take a little peek at the thingy. I like how the origin of that caravan has a weird goblin name. Oh no. Oh, is Cupo dead? Oh no. I hope the guy with the good axe skill. Was that you, Joseph? I think it was you, wasn't it? I hope he doesn't pop his clogs. That would be nice. Q for search barrel. You don't sell ice to Eskimos, scoundrel. You do if it's fucking melting. You do when all the ice is running out. I mean, they're the best people to sell ice to when the ice is running out. And let it be known, Australia exports fucking shitloads of sand to Saudi Arabia, and it ain't like they are short of sand. Anyway, where were we? Dwarves do not drink milk. No, I didn't think so. Go to a carpenter's workshop and use the workflow. Pots, I think. Quobbabal is a great name. Is that the goblin name? Where are they? Is that? Oh, there. Quoggabehal. Quoggabehal? Quoggabehal. Whatever. Let's have a little look. The pot is the clay version of the barrel. Oh, actually, yeah, maybe they've got pots. It's worth a look. I've got to actually select the window to use it, of course. There we go. QPOT. Potato plant, spotted wobbegong leather, and spotted ratfish. I'm afraid it's not to be. Let's have a little look through what they've got anyway and see if we can make anything of it. I'm not going to bother buying any bars, even though I have in the past. I'm not going to buy any raw glass. You can't really do much with it, can you, other than make blocks? We could buy some wood, which would get our cages made, and maybe some more spiked wooden balls for trade. It's not expensive. It's cheap as chips. So let's just go in there and bung in a few bits of wood. Takes our trade value up to 216. Let's buy all their wood and then see what that costs us. 291. It's not too bad. We're getting there. We're not interested in rope.
I am not in the market for ropes.
Water skins, no. Here we go. Musical instruments. My favourite. Well, my second favourite. The Bayberry Wood Zop. Now, what does a Zop look like? Let's find out.
This is a well-crafted bayberry wood zop. It is encircled with bands of well-crafted round ilmenite cabochons. The body is made from bayberry wood. The strings are made from copper. The plectrum is made from green glass. On the item is an image of a lychee tree in native platinum. The zop is a large stationary metal-stringed instrument with a wooden body. The instrument rests flat as the musician picks the 51 strings with a glass plectrum. Tuning is possible with adjustable bridges. The instrument has a 5-octave range, going from a very low to a high pitch. It has 4 registers. The low register has a vibrating, brittle timbre. Okay, so it starts very low, vibrating and brittle. So, and it's a stringed instrument with metal strings, so it's kind of dong, 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 dong. Go lower though, it's lower. That's vibraty. But we need to be brittle too. So a little bit of edge on it. That doesn't sound brittle so much as growly. On to the next one. The middle register begins at a low pitch and has a noisy, dull timbre. Dang, 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 dang. Do, 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 dang, 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 dang. Too high. Dang, 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 dang. Do, 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 dang, 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 do, do, dang, dang, do, do. The high... Excuse me. The high register begins at mid-low pitch and has a full, strained, crisp timbre. Okay, so mid-low, so dun, dun, full, strained, and crisp. So full, dun, dun, excuse me, dun, and then strained, dun, dun, crisp, dun, 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 dun. Dang, 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 dang. The top register begins at middle pitch and has a choppy, strong, piercing timbre. Ding, 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 ding. That's a bit too dinky. Choppy, it's got to be fast. Strong. Ding, ding. Now that's slightly better. Piercing. Ding, ding, ding. I've got to be careful not to wake the kids up upstairs. I don't think I've made the best representation of that musical instrument, but it is a representation of that musical instrument. So if anyone wants to sample that and turn it into beautiful music, you've got a long, hard road ahead of you. Let's go and look at the sandstone upi. I think we've seen the upi before, but we'll check it. This is a sandstone upi. The bar is made from sandstone. The sticks are made from hornblende. The upi is a large stationary percussion instrument. It consists of a stone bar. The musician strikes the bar with stone sticks. The instrument has a single mid-low pitch. The instrument has a strong, quavering, strident timbre.
So it's a single mid-low pitch, so sort of ding, 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 and a strong, quavering and strident timbre, but the sound of a piece of stone being hit. But that's too short. It's got to be strong, quavering and strident. No. Better. Maybe it would sound more like a sort of steel drum, kind of a stone steel drum. I don't think I've really nailed the nature of the sandstone uppy, but at least I gave it a go. At least I got my willy out, you sad sacks. None of you stepped up to the challenge. Let's have a look at the native gold Thomod. But first, a quick glance at chat, just to make sure people aren't clearing their ears out with screwdrivers. Though they never have pots. I don't really know why, though. Maybe it's more of a dwarven thing. Do they make pots, humans? I am aware that a wobbegong is a shark because I have a book in my daughter's book collection which is all about animals with funny names, including the blue-footed booby, the bone-eating snotworm, the spotted wobbegong, and a number of other creatures. It's all, including a ha-ha-ha, which is a kind of a wasp. Let's keep going down. Read what I've said about barrels above, if you can. The pot is the clay version of the barrel. Is that the part I was looking for, or do I need to go up a bit further? No, apparently that's it. I think you need more barrels in your fort because the booze is stored in the barrels and you can't make booze without barrels. Oh, okay, right, I get you. Should have known that, but remind me when we come out of this trade that I've got to make pots because, frankly, we don't have the materials for barrels. Raw glass is a rough gem. Can't even make blocks. Ugh, rubbish. Disgusting. Indeed, Joseph. Indeed. Zop, says Cupo. Not entirely sure. That must be something to do with the musical instrument. Like a sitar. Oh, that's interesting. Yes, the first one was kind of sitar-like. Probably should have gone for a slightly more sitar-like sound, but it's done now. We've gone past that musical instrument. The Wirelord, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Welcome. This is the perfect introduction for a new viewer like myself. I think you've hit the sweet spot. The only thing that could have been better is if we had a really good book. That's always a good thing. But musical instruments, a strong second place. This is Dwarf Fortress in a nutshell. That's very true. Lists upon lists of fantasy musical instruments. Man, do you remember that time that... who was it who painted that spear? We had an adamantine spear made, and someone in chat painted it. I think it was Mr. Mex, wasn't it? That was amazing. That was why I started streaming. Just people send in stuff they've drawn from your stream. Oh, brilliant. But anyway, where were we? Get back to that. Clay Creed, Dwarf Fortress, Madhouse. Welcome to the Madhouse indeed. Scoundrel is stalling because everyone is dying. Well, there's an element of stalling, but you have to admit... I'm sorry, I know I'm out of sync with the music when I've got the delay on the microphone, but I can't help myself. I love this track. Let me carry on catching up on chat. The booze is stored in the balls, apparently. Oh, okay. No wonder I need to pee so bad. Another gelding? That really gets him excited. That's true. Whenever an elven is gelded... An elven is gelded? Whenever an elf is gelded, it makes a little butterfly come to life in my heart and flutter for a moment, which, of course, could be lethal, but thankfully I have acid for blood and it kills it immediately. That's factually inaccurate, but metaphorically true. Let's have a look at the gold Thomod.
This is a well-crafted native gold Thomod. The chime is made from native gold. The mallet is made from copper. The Thomod is a large handheld percussion instrument. It consists of a stone chime. The musician scrapes the chime with a metal mallet. The instrument has a single middle pitch. The instrument has a rough, heavy timbre.
No shit, you're scraping a metal mallet across a lump of stone. I'm guessing it sounds like this. I'm not sure where that fits into the orchestra, but then again, I never knew where the place of the kibasa was, and certainly it must have a place. $3,000? You can stick that up your fucking ass. Let's have a look at a mudstone strusslot. What's a strusslot? It's got an interesting name. Sounds rude.
This is a mudstone strusslot. The strusslot is a mid-sized, handheld, curved stone horn. The musician blows into the instrument and selects pitch by restricting airflow out of the bell. The instrument has a 3-octave range, going from a mid-low to a high pitch. At all pitches, the instrument has an evolving timbre. It has 3 registers. The low register has a delicate, wavering, dark timbre.
Sounds good. Sounds like the kind of thing you might read in a book. Sounds a little bit difficult to actually recreate, though. So a low-pitch stone horn that is delicate, wavering, and dark. Well, Simon Swerwer, if you could just be quiet for a moment, I will attempt to recreate this instrument. Doesn't sound very delicate, does it? And it sounds like I'm saying whore, which is not really ideal. No. That's a little bit low for mid-high. Let's have a little look. So quavering. Oh no, sorry. Delicate, wavering, and dark and low. Maybe like the sound of being blown across the top of a bottle. And then if we make that delicate. That's frail. Delicate. Wavering. And dark. No, how do you have darkness? Wavering darkness. Timid, gloaming. I'm just adding words. These aren't helping at all musically. I'm going to go with like a sound that goes. That's the closest I can get. I know it's the same sound I've made every time, but it's as good as I'm getting.
The middle register begins at a middle pitch and has a thin, quavering, rough timbre.
So thin and quavering. So the
high register begins at mid-high pitch and has a full, strained, fluid timbre.
So full, strained, and fluid, mid-high pitch. So it's kind of like a and a little bit of fluidity to it. I don't think this is how it sounds, but nonetheless, the mudstone strusslot has been, to the best of my abilities, mimicked, and we must move on. Back to the Swerwer. Anything said in chat there? Wait, is this what an elven gelding sounds like? I think it might. Although I think it starts with a wet thwack and ends with a high-pitched noise. It sort of starts, you get a... that's a little bit too suctiony. Oh, actually, no, there's contact. Thuck. That's with a TH, not an F. Thuck. And then you get as the scrotum shower hats over the head of the hammer, you get a sort of... So it's a sort of like a vacuumy sound-losing sound. And then... the sound of tearing flesh, tearing skin. If you want to know what that sounds like, try and tear a leather jacket in half. Anyway, there's my interpretation of the sound of an elven gelding. Let's move on and look at the Amalekite Upi. We've already got that. Oh. A kaolinite cock. Let's have a look at this cock then. Why not?
This is a kaolinite cock. The blowpipe is made from limonite.
Of course it's got a blowpipe.
The wind chest is made from kaolinite. The pipe is made from earthenware. The cock is a large, handheld, of course, stone wind instrument consisting of a central wind chest and 14 cylindrical ceramic pipes fitted with 3 reeds. The musician selects the pitch by pressing keys to stop holes. The instrument has a 3-octave range going from an extremely low to a middle pitch. At all pitches, the instrument has a full, sharp, choppy, evolving timbre. It has 2 registers. The low register has a quavering, raucous timbre. So quavering, raucous, while also full, sharp and choppy, evolving. Bit of a mouthful, isn't it? A bit of a mindful. So the low register starts extremely low. Okay, I don't know how low I can go, but we'll give it a go. Quavering and raucous. Do those? Let's just do a quick. I know we've done this before, but let's just quickly Google the meanings of quavering and raucous. I'm just going to type in quavering, Quavering, in case any of you can't spell and want to Google along. It means of a person's voice, shake or tremble in speaking, typically through nervousness or emotion, and it sounds like this.
Quaver. Quaver.
Well, it's coming out for you guys, but not me.
Quaver.
Ing. There we go. What else have we got? Quavering and raucous. Let's have a little look at raucous. R-A-U. That's all right. R-A-U-C-O-U-S. Is that how it's spelled? R-A-U-C-O-U-S. Raucous couscous. Let's have a look at what that means. That means making or constituting a disturbingly harsh and loud noise. Shaking or trembling in speaking, typically through nervousness. So we're looking for something that is nervous, timid, yet also disturbingly harsh and loud. Okay. It's a handheld stone wind instrument. So again, I'm wanting to do the bottle noise, but I feel like that's been done too much and we have to move away from the bottle noise. We have to find something truly deep. That's nowhere near deep enough. Oh, no, it's too low. Oh. Quavering but raucous, remember. So, it sounds quavery, but not raucous. Then again, I've got kids asleep upstairs, and do I really want to start making raucous cock noises? I don't know. Probably not the best idea. Maybe we'll move on from the quavering, raucous, choppy, evolving sound of the low register. That's as close as we're getting. The high register, the high register begins at low pitch and has a strong, quavering, strident timbre. Okay. Strong and quavering, strident and quavering, they're opposed terms. There's no two bones about it. This is an impossible sound to make, yet we shall try. The high register begins at low pitch and has a strong, quavering, strident timbre. No, low pitch. I'm attempting to get evolving, choppy, quavering, strident in there, but I don't think it's working. Yet we're not getting very good results with the musical instruments this time, much as I love the fact that it's called a cock. So, a bronze puzzle box. It looks like we're past the instruments, and the temptation to buy is satisfactorily resisted. Let's keep going down and see what we find. Do I want barrels? They might not be a bad idea to buy, but we'll do a search for barrels to see what we've got. Let's also put a bit of swirler back on. Let's not sit here in silence. Quavering and raucous certainly does describe the cock. Depends at the moment you engage with the cock. Certainly, I've had a raucous one, and after being raucous, it often quavers. Quavers are a type of crisp in the UK, or chips, I suppose, as you would call them in America. Or maybe not, because they're like those puffed corn snack things rather than actual potatoes, so fuck knows what people call them. Corn snacks. Let's keep going down. Buckets, iron picks, is a bit rich for my blood. Training spears, no, why would I buy that? Silver warhammer, sure, whatever. Silver whip, silver morning star. They've got a real hard on for silver weapons. Maybe they've got a werewolf problem. Warhammers, maces, apricot wood training axe, bronze whip, iron halberd, copper buckler, cuttlefish leather hood, hemp veil, bronze right gauntlet. Oh, it's all very boring. It's all very boring. Maybe we should buy some sand, actually, now that I see they've got some. Black sand, it's a little bit expensive, though. It's not the cheapest shit in the world, considering we live in a desert. I could buy some wool bags to put the sand in, but the problem there is the bags are worth almost as much as the fucking sand. If I buy sand, it's 61. If I buy a bag, it's 50. Oh, hang on, we've got two separate prices here, 30 and 50. Whatever. A jaguar leather bag. Ooh. Sounds very fancy. Prickleberry seeds, turkey leather, spelt flour. I don't know, I'm not seeing anything particularly exciting here. A green glass figurine of Plains Titans. Oh my god, sounds scary. Cobaltite rings, lace agate, iron anvils, wolf meat, capybara tripe. Maybe I should buy some food. Let's just stock up a bit. I'll spend up to about 700 on food. Oh, hello. There we go, 701, that's about right. Alfalfa. Long yam plants, bitter vetch leaves, bilberries, caper leaves, hemp thread, wolf leather backpacks, serrated axe blades, goat's cheese. Well. Oh, hello, we got some codices. And wow, we got books. Let's have a little look and see what we found. The True Crew Fondle. Okay, that seems interesting. Sounds like some of the improprieties of the BBC during the 70s. This is a great horned owl parchment scroll. The rollers are made from cryolite. Written on the item is a guide entitled The True Crew Fondle. The True Crew Fondle, authored by Calath Summit Cats. It concerns the hamlet Crew Fondle. The writing is somewhat self-indulgent. Overall, the prose is not awful, but not very good either. Always the case. Not always. We have had a few fortresses where magnificent tomes have turned up. A tetrahedrite-bound codex. Let's have a little peek. This is a superior quality tetrahedrite-bound codex. It is encrusted with well-crafted table-cut morions. This object is adorned with hanging rings of reindeer hoof and menaces with spikes of well-crafted pink garnet. The written portion consists of a 10-page essay entitled The Hamlet and the Coming Troubles, authored by Nadmi Boatslove. It concerns the start as a poet of the human Nadmi Boatslove in Skoldream in 207. The writing is as vicious as can be. Overall, the prose is not awful, but not very good either. He's not very fond of himself then, if he's writing about the start and being vicious. Crazy. Writing books about yourself and being downtrodden. That's crazy. A Malachite-bound codex. This is a Malachite-bound codex. The written portion consists of a one-page guide entitled The Mysteries of the Farm, authored by Zekdu Routgru. It concerns the hamlet Acted Tapers. Overall, the prose is amateurish at best. The world hasn't had time to develop in this early setup. Normally I've let it go for over 1,000 years and you end up with incredible books, but in this instance it's not turned out quite that way. Okay, he's still making over $1,000 in profit, so I feel like we should probably get a little bit more value out of this. So I'm going to look up sand and then barrels. How much sand can we afford? That's a sand dull, not important. Black sandbag. There we go. 2 black sandbags. That'll do. That's all of it. Fucking hell. Right, okay then. Trader's only making 435 profit now, though. That's okay. We'll get that going. Let's make the trade. Are you sure you want to trade the selected goods? Yes, I am. Question mark? These are the finest spiked pearwood balls you've ever seen in your life. You goddamn ball denier. Right, let's go and take some of that sand off then. If we can. What the funky dickens are we doing here? This is insanity. Shark leather backpacks? What the fuck am I going to do with a shark leather backpack? Yarn and thread? No, sir. Hemp thread? No, don't need that. There we go. It looks like I have actually... Now the trader's making more profit. But where the fuck did all that come from? Oh, well, let's try again. Ah, wonderful. Thank you for your business, says Kixie. Let's Kixie out the jam, shall we? Trader no longer requested, and there's nothing to bring back from the depot because we sold everything. Isn't that wonderful? So, God, what were we doing before that? Oh yes, we were watching everybody die of thirst. Luckily we bought 3 barrels of booze, so fingers crossed we'll be able to get some actual booze made, and fingers crossed we actually have the materials to make booze. It would be very worrying if we got the stills up and running and then just had nothing to put in them. We should have fruit. Let's look at our stocks. In the kitchen. So, bilberries, we've got those.
let's not cook bilberries. We want to brew those. And also grapes. Let's make those into wine. And let's... oh, do I want to... I mean, plump helmets are only grown food, so we'll see how that works. See if that sorts us out. Do I have... Actually, let's pause it again, just to long things out. Go over to therapist and check to see if we've got... how many people we've got left, actually. 33. Okay, we've lost 6 in total. How many have we got who can actually do brewing? I'm not going to find out on this screen. We go here. Where is it? Brewing. There we go. We have one dwarf, Joseph, and another dwarf here, Sigan, who can actually brew. Now, let's see if we can sort by profession and find some peasants and set the peasantry to brewing, maybe. No? Fisher dwarves. That's a good thing to send off. Right, who's a good fisher dwarf? Not anymore, mate. You ain't doing that. Not round here. We are going to be very low on fish for the foreseeable future. This guy here is also a level 13 trapper, so maybe we don't distract him just in case he's decided magically to go and do some trapping. What's this guy's putative profession? Pump operator. Well, we've got no pumps. And he's an engraver, which means you're not going to be used for quite some time. Let's give you brewing. Where is it? Brewing. There it is. And you brewing. Who's this merry little fellow here? A bookbinder? Yes, that sounds like a useful skill. Get in that damn still area. And let's commit the changes. By the way, anyone else after a dwarf? Cupo, you want another one? Or are you satisfied? Do you feel it's unseemly to return to the site of a fortress where you have died? Or do you want to haunt us on? Give you a Cupo too, maybe. Who else died? Oh, Jeb died, didn't he? Is Jeb in? Doesn't look like Jeb's in. Crew fondling is a bit self-indulgent. Well, I mean, crew fondling is indulgent of others, surely, whereas self-fondling is the indulgent move. Mind you, you could do both. No reason. Got 2 hands. Need bags. Ah, shit, yeah, bags. I've got nothing to make bags out of at the moment. But that's okay, we'll get around to making bags. I think they need a % of profit over the total trade amount. Would be nice to see the total trade value, unless I've missed it this whole time. It is on there, but I will point it out next time. Build pots with the workflow. Okay, yes, that's a good idea. You need a clay zone for pots as well. Oh, can't we make rock pots? No, we can make rock pots. We'll make rock pots for now. But first, we need to go up to the surface. I need to go to here and go into the Crafts Dwarf workshop. Add new task. Why is the rock mugs one suspended? I don't like that. Rock pot. And then Alt W. If I select it, Alt W. There we go.
Workflow only tracks repeating jobs. Press Y to make this one repeat.
It's repeating. Right. Add a limit. Capital A, add a limit. Select any one of the possible outpots. Pot of rock, pot of any stone, pot of any material. Pot of rock. Okay. Count items. Oh, count stacks or items. Okay, we want items. Minimum 5, maximum 10. Sure, that doesn't sound too bad. What's the range, though? 5 to 10. That's fine. That should be good, right? That should work. Keep 5 to 10 rock pots in stock, right? Is that what I've done? Pots rock. Pots rock. Pots rock. Pots rock. A little bit of a pseudo kiss for you there. Right, let's go back up to our dining hall and see who's still alive. Oh, did I put the order in for coffins? Yes, and have any been built? No. That's okay, they'll get started on. I'm sure they'll build some coffins. Hopefully not everybody's dehydrated now, that would be good. While you're... oh, hang on a minute, what am I doing? I've left you on Dwarf Therapist, how rude of me. I will just refresh Dwarf Therapist in the background to check no one else has died. We seem to be holding stably at 33 population. We'll see who lives on. Just beat you to it, Tidy. Just by a... Oh, it looks like the dead are starting to miasmatize. Let's go up to the surface and build ourselves a corpse stockpile, because of course we need one. This is a Cryptbeards series. Why wouldn't I need a corpse stockpile? Let's not place it under the fruit trees we're harvesting from. Let's go up onto the harsh open plains of the volcano. A little stone area here. We'll put a corpse stockpile right there. There we go. Isn't it beautiful? Is there anything else we want to put down? No, I think we're good. Let's just get those corpses outdoors where they can vent their fumes, vent their noxious odours and oozes.
Odours and oozes.
Burial what? Burial... You mean the carved nameplates? The things? I think that's what I mean. It's not a race, Tidy. There's no winning or losing. It's all good. There we go. Okay. Who's dying? This guy's carrying a corpse. That's a good sign. That indicates the imminent decorpsification of our dining area, which is always a problem. If you've got corpses in your dining hall, nobody's going to be pleased. Nobody will ever be pleased with a corpsey dining hall. Ooh, Tidy. So competitive. I'm not really a competitive man, to be honest. I'm a very lackluster competitor. As soon as someone says, oh yeah, we're going to see who wins, I'm like, oh, you mean I could lose? Not getting involved. Don't care. I'm also like that with sports as well. I don't really give a shit about sports. I find them a bit silly, really. I mean, like every time the Olympics come around, everyone goes nuts over who can run the fastest. Like we're all a fucking bunch of 6-year-olds in a playground.
Oh, this guy runs really super fast.
Oh, great. Fantastic. I heard he's getting paid a lot of money for it as well. That doesn't make me feel bitter at all. How crass of me. How rude of me. How unpleasant of me. What a monstrous beast I am. Oh well. Could be worse. I could be a double monstrous double beast. Yeah, and that's squaring it, basically. Nobody's digging out these bloody holes. Why is that? Is it because they're obsessed with the finding of the aquifer and the caves? Have I given them too much work down here? Let's have a little look. They're not really making a huge amount of progress. There's a good question, actually. Are my miners alive? Let me have a look. No, they are alive. I'm just going to quickly name one Rando 303 because he's not here to request, and I do know he loves a good miner. There we go. Not in the sense that would be illegal. That's miner with an ER, not an OR. Okay. Sorry, phased out for a moment there. What's the time? I've been going for 2 hours. I feel like... Oh, Jeb is back. Welcome back to the stream. I have unfortunate tidings for you. Your dwarf is dead. Sadly, they succumbed to dehydration due to my lack of foresight and failure to plan for the need for dwarves to drink. So if you want another dwarf, it might be wise to say so you can get one. It does happen. It happens a lot. And YouTube, yeah, of course they're enjoying the minor talk. Ah, dear, oh dear, oh dear. I don't know if I mentioned it, but my son told his friends at school about my YouTube channel. He's only 8. And some of his friends at school made a YouTube video and then put a link along the bottom of the screen scrolling along to my YouTube channel saying, oh yeah, check out my son's YouTube channel. It's really great. He's got videos on there he does with his dad. And I'm like, oh, fucking hell. If this link starts going around the primary school, it's not going to work out well. It's going to be bad. I mean, in this stream, we have covered the topics of necrophilia, bestiality, paedophilia, and various other horrible things. It's not good. It's not for 8-year-olds, that's for sure. Well, don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there. That's a bad place. if you're a new viewer to this channel, I feel like I should probably explain the concept of the triangle of trouble. It has 3 corners. Going to the extremities of any of them will cause you to be banned from Twitch. You have the dark corner, which is often my favourite to dwell in. You have the pink corner, which is all about, the, I say, and then you've got the brown corner, which is probably the safest of the corners, but also the most repellent because of all the and stuff going on there. So be warned, I have been known to stray into these corners of the triangle of trouble every now and again. It's just the way things go every now. Every yow? Whatever. Yeah, it's time for me to take a break, I think. So, we're going to pause the Simon Swerwer. We're going to pause the game so it doesn't get away with us. And we're going to pause the recording. Those of you watching on YouTube, thank you very much for doing so. You're a lonely bunch, aren't you? But hopefully I'll see you in the next one.